Good. That's why you're here all
How
the
much we
time.
love you guys.
Well, then my other question is, I know you're big surfers. Where's your pristine surf spot?
Well, in Australia we have a lot of good beaches, as you may know.
Yep.
Everybody in Australia lives on the coast, pretty much. 7 people live inland. It's a remarkable statistic. We have some great beaches. I mean, where we grew up, we have a lot of good bodyboarding beaches. We also have a lot of sharks.
Okay.
But we have a place called Knights Beach, which I don't know if any of you are bodyboarders, but it's a world-renowned break. It's kind of like your version of the wedge. Like very nasty, but pretty amazing.
Okay, great. How about here in California? That's kind of what, I mean, Australia's awesome, but we're
Yeah,
not.
well, to be honest, I actually haven't been out in the water here.
Oh, okay.
No, so...
Any
Huntington
suggestions for good surf spots, anybody? Manhattan Beach?
Manhattan Beach.
There you go.
Those are my favorites. What have you just said?
We mentioned that the new record is out now. It's a funny thing, and there's an old saying that you have your entire life to write your first record. You have then a year or two to write your second record. That wasn't 100% the case, though, with your band.
No, well, let me just say that the way things happen for us, and some of you know, we put out a song called Trojans, which we had no expectations of people hearing. And when that started to go, gangbusters, as they say in the industry, we had about 3 months to write the first album. So a lot of people, you say, like, have their whole entire life, but we didn't expect anyone to even hear our music. So we had a few songs written, and then this song took off, and so it was like, we kind of need an album. And we had about 3 months, and then we had a tour of America booked up. So we literally wrote an album, and then started touring in the case of a couple of months. So it was ridiculous. And this second album, we took about 1.5 years to do it.
What was the best part about having all that extra time?
You know what? We had too much time. Like, I think that you can drive yourself insane. I don't know if any of you work in creative industries, but whenever you are working on something, whether you're writing or painting or whatever, like if you have too much time, you can overthink stuff. You can drive yourself nuts. So, I mean, it's good. You can experiment. You can do different things, and we did that. I think in the end, we're really happy with what we did. But there were moments where it was like, wow, we have an open, canvas here. We can work forever. In theory, we could spend the rest of our lives doing this album, and we probably would have, but thankfully we had a label that kind of wanted an album done.
Is there one thing, big or small, that you're most proud of with the album? A specific song or a part of a song or a thing that you did?
Yeah, I mean, sonically this one here, it's more, I think, a better representation of the music that we grew up listening to. I'm very proud of that first album. I'm sure Michael is as well. But the second one, we kind of went back to when we grew up, we loved AC/DC, we loved In Excess, we loved Rage Against the Machine, we loved all these different, very different bands. But there's certain things about these bands that you grow up and that turn you onto music, and we kind of really took those and put it together in our own way. And I think we kind of did that in a way that we feel was, somewhat successful.
That's awesome. That's great. Within the last week, a picture popped up of you guys in some sharp-looking suits at Jim Henson Studios, and all we know right now is that it was a video for Funny or Die. Can you spill the beans on kind of what you were working on?
So for those of you who haven't seen the photo, it's Michael and myself dressed up as Republicans. Now we posted this photo and we assumed that everybody would get it. So what it was is, this is a skit for Funny or Die, the website, and we dressed up in suits and ties, and we basically, what we were doing was filming everyone remembers We Are the World, that classic.
Oh yeah,
it was
not there.
It was kind of, and it was in the same Studio A at Jim Henson Studios. And so they were doing a take on that, and it was basically sung Republicans denying climate change, and just kind of like a bit of a piss take, as we would say. And we posted the photo, and a few people confused it as us running or being supportive of the Republican Party. And we can't even vote. We're Australian. We're not. I mean, either way, we're not voting on this one. So it was not an indication of which way we wanted to vote. But some people got pissed off, and were really annoyed that we thought that we were, campaigning for the Republicans.
Do you know when we'll get to see that?
I think it's got to be pretty soon. But anyone, the 12th of December,
all right.
everybody.
Very cool. Keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for being here, all you guys.
Thank you for coming out.
Let's hear it one more time for Atlas Genius.